I know that a lot of you are going to be like, oh, you're a student doctor, you should know something about prevention of pregnancy and blah, 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 blah. But yeah. Hello guys, welcome to my channel. So today I'm going to be talking about what it is like being a student and a mom at the same time. So I'm going to start with a little introduction. Most of you don't know that I am a medical student. I am a 5th year medical student, which means that next year I will be graduating as a doctor. Yay! And I'm so glad, I'm so excited, I cannot wait. But at the moment, I'm still a student and a mother to a 5-month-old adorable cutie pie. He's so adorable. I actually school abroad because I'm not in my home country. I school in Russia, so basically I'm an international medical student that has a baby as well. But I won't be talking about what it is like being in a foreign country. That would be a topic for another day. Well, I will be a big fat liar telling you that it is a piece of cake or it's an easy job. It is not an easy job at all, but it's totally doable and very much rewarding. I'm not going to lie to you guys, my pregnancy wasn't planned. When I found out I was pregnant, it was somehow like a shock to me. I did not expect to be pregnant. And I know that a lot of you are going to be like, oh, you're a student doctor, you should know something about prevention of pregnancy and blah, 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 blah. But yeah, not like I didn't use protection or try not to get pregnant, but it just happened. Well, when I found out I was pregnant, I was shocked and I was scared. I was feeling a lot of emotions at that time because I didn't expect to be pregnant. And I am an African. I come from a strict African home, and getting pregnant out of wedlock is like a sin. And getting pregnant out of wedlock is actually a sin, a taboo. So you can imagine how I felt. I really felt bad in a way, and I felt like I've disappointed everyone around me. When I found out I was pregnant, I and my boyfriend made the decision to keep the baby and raise him together. So now I think I have to say this. My boyfriend is also a student. He's a 5th year medical student just like myself. So basically we are both students, 5th year international students raising a child in a foreign land. I don't know why I have to say that, but I just felt like I had to say it. So moving on, I'm not going to come out saying, oh my god, this is a piece of cake, this is so easy, I got this, because really nobody actually got it. Now during my pregnancy, I had a fairly easy pregnancy because I didn't have any severe toxicosis, I didn't have any severe gestosis. I was lucky enough not to have any serious morning sickness, any hyperemesis gravidarum. During the late stage of my pregnancy, I was lucky not to have any preeclampsia or any sort of complications like that. So it was pretty easy, although I can't say the same for my labor and delivery, but then I'll be doing a video about that, so that's a different story entirely. Now during my pregnancy, because my pregnancy wasn't planned, it wasn't something that I said, okay, I'm ready for this or let me do this. I actually faced a lot of challenges, mostly mentally, because I felt like I disappointed a lot of people. I felt like I wasn't ready for this. I wasn't married. How was I going to do this? But luckily for me, I have a supportive boyfriend and he was with me all through the way. So I'm kind of lucky in a way. But then mentally, I had a little struggle and it affected my academics in a way because my grades dropped. I was depressed in a way. And I had a lot of panic attacks. Like, I had to think about managing my studies, being a good mom, and looking for a way to earn money so I could take care of my baby and myself. My grades dropped, and this was really difficult for me because I love to have good grades. So after I gave birth to my son, I had to take a month off because I really wanted to spend time the first month of my baby's life. I wanted to be with him and just focus on him. So I didn't go to school the first month after my delivery, and This also affected my studies more because school was going on, and you cannot just come and say, oh, I have a baby, so I don't want to come for a month and I'm going to continue from where I stopped. You know, it wasn't like that. But luckily for me, I could rework my missed classes. But then this is actually more difficult because I had to rework these classes as well as attend my present class and also take care of the baby at the same time. It wasn't easy doing it. I broke down or had a breakdown doing it, but then it was doable at the end of the day. Now being a student and a mom, balance is key. First, you have to be a mom, you have to be a good mom, you have to be present for your baby, take care of your baby's needs, as well as keep up with your academics, because if you don't, you get expelled. That is how it is in my school. I don't know about other schools. I don't know about how it's done in other countries or how their system is. But if you slack, you get expelled. You have to make sure that you're able to balance these two things. Like I said, I had to take a month off, and after that month, I had to look for a nanny. I had to look for a nanny to take care of my son when I was not at home. And that was really difficult for me because leaving my baby with a total stranger was not something that seemed right or something that made me happy, but I just had to do it because I have to go to school. Now, breaking the news of my pregnancy to my family was not easy, and that added to my depression because my mom was really depressed. She was really angry at me. She was really disappointed. My siblings were really disappointed at me, and I felt like I actually had disappointed them. So this actually made me feel really, really bad. But then I have to make it up to them. I have to finish school and redeem myself that yes, I can do this. I'm strong enough to take care of a baby. Not just take care of a baby, but make sure that my baby is okay, health-wise, psychologically, and so. Also make sure that I graduate not just as a doctor, but as a good doctor, a knowledgeable person, somebody that actually deserves to be called a doctor. So I was talking about balance. So this means that you have to have a detailed schedule. You have to be able to make out time for your child and for your studies, and also for other different aspects of your life. Being a student and a working mother, you would find out that timing matters. You have to plan your time. I have classes from 7 a.m. to 9 p.m. Within this time, it's all about school. And when you're back, you have to also divide your time, the time that you're going to spend with your baby. You have to be a mom to your baby. You have to take care of your baby's needs. You have to play with your baby. The time you're going to spend studying, reading your books, and doing some reports and blah, blah, blah. Also, you have to make time to rest, because if you don't rest, you're going to break down and you will not be able to do all these things I just mentioned. Then also, you have to have your priorities straight. For me, it comes as my baby, my school, and then every other thing follows. So for example, if my baby is sick, I cannot just leave him with a stranger and go to school. I have to stay back for him. And although this means that I have to work extra hard to rework for my classes that I missed, I just have to do because my baby is priority. So you have to know your priorities. You have to set your priorities straight. And setting your priorities straight does not mean that you have to ignore one aspect. No, it doesn't mean that. It just means that you know that this comes first before this. So now I know that some of you might be contemplating on having a baby while still in school. If you are that person, I would totally advise you to do so, because there are a lot of advantages having your baby while you're still young. It is totally doable. You can totally handle schooling and being a good mom. It is totally doable. You're having your baby while you're still young. This means that you have the opportunity to grow with your child. You have the opportunity to relate more with your child. Now, I couldn't be more grateful for having my baby. He has been a huge blessing in my life. I have a wonderful boyfriend who is so supportive. He doesn't let me do all the work alone. He shares in the responsibilities of raising our baby. And also, my family is really supportive at the moment, emotionally and otherwise. So for all of you student moms out there, big thumbs up to you. You're the real MVP. Also, to all moms out there, being a mom is not an easy job. Thumbs up to you. So I'll be rounding up this video. If you liked it, please leave a thumbs up. If you want me to talk about, if you have any questions you would like to ask me, please feel free to leave it at the comment section below and I'll answer to your questions. Also, don't forget to share this video and subscribe. Bye!